And it is a big headline on the front page of the Daily Nation. They're talking about drums of war. Whatever is happening in the Mount Kenya region seems to have put the president's allies in a position where they're now claiming that he will get re-elected whether Mount Kenya region likes it or not, what many people are calling chest thumping. So President William Ruto's close allies have in recent days made strongly worded statements vowing to secure him a second term in office in 2027 by whatever means possible, echoing past reckless declarations by politicians that have plunged the country into post-election turmoil. They have the images there of Dadaab MP Farah Maalim, Kapseret MP Oscar Sudi, the CS for Mining and Blue Economy Hassan Joho, and Tiati MP William Kamket. Some of the claims are very public. Some of them, we cannot even dare repeat them here on this forum. But they are very telling, and the pictures have used all these four gentlemen with their mouths open on the front page of the Daily Nation. What is happening? And this grandstanding we are seeing from the allies of the president, is it doing him any good? Bwana Mutambu.
Before I dive into that, allow me to correct Gakuya. I did not say Mount Kenya does not deserve appointments. They do, because they are Kenyans. And the drafters of Constitution alluded to that when they said regional balance. So that region must also be balanced, must also be in the government. When you are considering others, whether they voted for you or not, Mount Kenya deserves, it's not a favor, deserves, because they are Kenyans. So I did not say they don't need to. And what I did not also understand him is because when Ruto is appointing people from Mount Kenya, is doing good. But when he's firing, he's doing bad. So we need to know which one we stand with.
Damned if he does, damned if he doesn't.
Yes. So we need to know which one we stand with. And if we see a scenario where, like what we have today, we need to stand firm. If it is bad, we say it's bad. If it is good, it is good. We stand with that. And coming to your question, you know, what my former colleagues, because these are people I've worked with, all of them, the way they are running their mouth is very dangerous for this country. Very and extremely dangerous. When you hear a very learned person like Farah Maalim uttering the words which, like you have alluded, we cannot utter here, and is a respected person in this country. He's a person who has even been a deputy speaker of this country. He's a person who has been, I think, vice party leader of Wiper, something like that. Person of this stature, telling Kenyans those words, it is something to worry about. And you know, it boils down now to the president. I know the president cannot gag people and cannot control what a politician say. But at least a word from him could be a comfort to Kenyans, saying, I denounce all this, what you're saying, guys, control your language, mind your language. If something like that comes from either the government side or from the president himself, can mean something very big to Kenyans. But silence authenticates what these people are saying. And it is not a good picture to the country. Because, you know, there's nothing bad like civil war. And when you hear people talk of drums of war, it is civil war is more dangerous than a country fighting with another. But when now citizens pick arms against their fellow brothers, this is very dangerous. And when my good friend Oscar Sudi says that the president will be elected, even if the votes are not high enough, will add more. What is he telling Kenyans? That whether you like it or not, we are in the government and we'll go there and rig the election. So you have told Kenyans openly. And what will happen after the election, when President Ruto now genuinely wins? People will still hold to the fact that we were told they will rig, and they have rigged. So they will put the president in a very awkward position. He has won election rightly, but because of what his team or his men pronounced to nation, the notion in our minds will be that they have rigged or they have stolen the election. And that may drive this country into chaos.
Okay. And the faces we see on the front page appear to have given up on trying to convince Kenyans about what this administration does or would do for them. They're just saying that whether you like it or not, you will get a second term. This is less than 2.5 years, way below midway in the president's first term in office. Have they given